Hi everyone. Honestly, I'm so shocked with the response I got on my previous video on cracking cat. I absolutely did not expect so many views and comments from you guys. So it was a really pleasant and a shocking surprise for me, and I was really happy about it. And that's essentially why I made this video in such a hurry, because you guys had so many questions about the cat preparation strategy, about the resources that you need to follow, that I decided to make this video as soon as possible. If you're a CAT 24 aspirant, then please watch this video till the end, because I'm going to share everything that is required for you to know into cracking CAT 24. By the way, this is going to be a really long video, so only watch this video if you're a serious aspirant. If you're not a serious aspirant, I would advise that you stop this video right now and watch something else, because this is going to be long and I'm going to talk about very important things. So I would also want you to keep a pen and a paper so you can keep note of things which are useful to you. So since this video is going to be really long, I wouldn't be able to add fancy pop-ups, add fancy text in this video. It's going to be as simple as I can make, simply because I'm not great at video editing and it would take me hours to edit such a long video. Only thing I can ask from you is your attention throughout the video. And honestly, I've actually made a list of all of the questions I've been getting about CAT strategy. So I'm going to refer to this list and try to talk as candidly as I can and give you a straightforward answer instead of sugarcoating things. By the way, I also have a gift for you, which I'm going to open at the end of the video. So I'm going to keep this just in front of me here and I'm going to reveal it to you at the very end of the video. So talking about the first strategy, which is consistency. So this is something which I mentioned in my previous video as well, but a lot of you had questions like, oh, should I prepare for 5 hours every day? Should I prepare for 4 hours every day? And these kind of questions, I can't give you a straightforward answer. So I read this absolutely wonderful book called Deep Work. It's this book. Now this book talks about something absolutely profound. The gist of the book went something like this. Let's say you're a person who's studying for 1 hour, and in that 1 hour there's no distraction. You're putting your full focus into studying that thing, whatever you're studying. So that 1 hour is equivalent to 2 to 3 hours of distracted study. So distracted would mean that you're studying something and your phone buzzes and your focus completely ruined. And it takes you, by the way, around 40 to 50 minutes to regain that same amount of focus that you were studying with previously. So if you ask me, should I study for 5 hours? Should I study for 6 hours? You have to first ask yourself, is it a deep work that you're doing in those 5-6 hours? Or is it a distracted study where you're probably getting distracted by that mole on your wall, or you're getting distracted by somebody saying something at the house, or you're getting distracted by, oh, I'm going to have such a wonderful life at an IIM. So choose first, how is it that you study? Now, most people, they fall into the category where they have distracted study sessions, and it's not just you, it happened with me as well. That's why I knew that I needed to keep at least 7 to 8 hours on a regular basis to study, because it would take me so much time to just focus on my work first. And that's why I'm going to recommend, instead of focusing on the hours, focus on what progress you've made. First of all, ask yourself, did I solve 40 QA questions today or not? Did you solve 4 to 3 to 4 RC passages? Did you solve 10 to 20 VA questions? Did you solve probably 4 LRDI sets based on your weaknesses and strengths? But this is a basic criteria that you should follow up every day. Now, there are going to be some days when you don't feel like studying, and that's completely fine. But you need to cover that up in the next day or probably on a weekend. Now, another thing or another strategy that works within consistency is keeping track of everything. So I used to make so many Excel sheets, keeping a track on how much I studied. So at the end of the month, I would say, did I solve these many questions? Did I do these many questions? Or did I effectively solve these many questions? See, in your mind, you can think about a lot of things. That, yeah, 5 घंटे पढ़ाई कर ही ली होगी. But you need to keep a track of everything, have data, because data never lies and it keeps you accountable. If you try out this strategy, then do share your experience in the comments. It's going to help other aspirants as well. Now let's come to the second most important thing that I wanted to talk about. And that was people asking me constantly that where can I find free resources for CAT prep? See, I want to ask you one thing. A lot of people, they spend at least 20 to 30% of the money that they're getting monthly on entertainment. and you continue to ask me where can you get free resources. Now ask yourself this question. Do you think with free resources you're going to get the same quality as somebody who's getting paid courses for CAT preparation? The answer is no. See, our Indian mentality tells us that we should get everything for free and we should also get quality material. And that's really not possible. You're never going to get quality material for free. So if you're talking about finding free mocks, they're not going to be updated. Each year, the level of CAT, it increases a lot. And all of these mock making agencies, what they do is they try to adapt to the previous pattern and also change some things in the pattern, predicting what changes are going to happen in the next CAT paper. So if you're relying on outdated CAT mocks, trust me, you're withholding yourself from actually cracking the CAT exam. So in this case, invest for your future. Don't think in a short-term perspective that I'm not going to spend anything for mocks or I'm not going to spend anything for the resources. Spend the money wisely because this is an investment for your future. Later on, you'll be able to repay all of that if you do wonderfully at an IIM. But if you keep thinking that, no, I want to save my money here, I want to save my money there, then you're really going to lose out because somebody else would be getting those quality material and they would be a step ahead from you. So please purchase quality material for CAT. Don't rely on free resources. They are not at CAT level. Let me give you an example, okay? So when it comes to para completion, CAT 2022, before that, para completion never came. It was a brand new type of question. So if you search for it online, you would only get the questions that came in the actual CAT paper. Apart from that, you would not find any para completion questions at all. And trust me, it was hard to crack at first. And the coaching that I had enrolled for, in the resources section, they had 100 para completion questions, which were made out of how it came in CAT 2023, CAT 2022 I meant. And trust me when I tell you this, CAT 2023, the questions were very much similar as to the one that I got in my coaching. So please invest when it comes to getting resources. Now I've talked about that you need to purchase the resources. Where can you purchase it from? So I can't speak for all coaching centers because I haven't taken coaching from all of these places. I've taken coaching from only one place. So I can only talk about my experience at IMS. The first time was at an offline center. I wasn't completely fully satisfied with it. But I really liked the quants teacher. He actually sat with me and he helped me through all of the doubts that I had in the QA section. So he taught me multiplication, he taught me subtraction, he taught me division and everything. And that worked wonderfully for me. The next time that I went for an online coaching because offline coaching, I was spending a lot of time or I was wasting a lot of time just going to the coaching center. So I felt like I can save all of that time with online coaching the next time. So if you're somebody who wants that one-on-one attention, you just cannot do without one-on-one attention, go for offline one. But if you're somebody who doesn't have that much time, go for an online one. And honestly, online coaching, offline coaching, there's not a lot of difference. In fact, in offline coaching, my classes would be for 6 hours, 7 hours, and 2 hours into it, I would just be pooped out. I just didn't want to study anymore. So that was a big drawback with offline coaching, and you don't even get any recordings. So apart from the paid resources that you're going to get at these coaching centers, probably Time, IMS, or Career Launcher, or iQuanta, whatever it is, there's some other free resources also that you can use in your preparation. Now, this is simply to keep yourself motivated into practicing more. I used to watch a lot of YouTube videos. So the thing is, if you're solving all of the questions by yourself, you're going to get bored. That's a fact. And you won't hold yourself that much accountable also, to be honest. So what I used to do was I would put CAT marathon on YouTube. So I would search algebra CAT marathon or algebra CAT PYQs. So there would be this one video, 1 hour, 2 hour long, and they would just be solving the past year questions, or they'll just be solving important questions under algebra. So you can choose certain topics and watch these marathons and solve on the basis of that. So this worked wonderfully for me because a lot of times I really didn't feel like solving the questions, and sitting with the video, I'd solve it, I'd be in a hurry to solve it, and if I didn't understand it, that person on the screen is going to solve anyways. So I used to watch Unacademy videos, I used to watch Byju's videos, I used to watch iQuanta videos, anything that I would get online which I felt made sense and was at CAT level, I would just solve all of those questions, and it worked wonderfully. For VA/RC also, there's so many pages that make videos on CAT RCs or CAT VA questions. A lot more for VA questions. So I used to solve para jumbles also like this. I used to solve odd one out also like this. Para completion I had to do on my own because there were not a lot of videos on this. And RCs also iQuanta had released. So I think these are great resources that you can use on YouTube. You don't need to go to any external website. I feel like YouTube in itself had such amazing resources in it. And the reason for that is very simple. All of these people who are putting these free resources on YouTube for you, they have a higher agenda. They want you to convert and take their coaching full time. So the free resources that they're giving on YouTube are quality material, but there's also a caveat. They're not going to explain everything. They're only going to explain a little bit so that you actually enroll for your coaching where you get the full thing. So if you want that little bit, you get that on YouTube. And I think it's a great way. It's a win-win situation for both parties. They're getting the views, they're probably getting the students, and you're getting to learn a lot more through those videos. Now, the third advice or the third tip that I'm going to give you is choose one section that you're the best at. For me, that was VRC. I scored 98.8 percentile in it. And what happened was I hadn't scored that great in QA and LRDI. And because I had scored so well in VARC, I was able to get 98 percentile. So I always tell this to everybody. Choose a section that you're amazing at and try to score 99 plus percentile in it. So if VARC is that section for you, aim for a 99 plus. If Quants is that section for you, please aim for 99 plus in it. Because what happens is you can't be the best at all three sections. If somebody is, then they are amazing. They're just geniuses if they're good at all the three sections. So if you're good at if you're really good at one section, focus on that, and the other two sections try to score 90 plus percentile. So this ways, at least you know that you're going to clear the cutoff for many colleges, if not the top colleges. So focus on that one section and really work on it to try to get a 99 plus at it. Now, since a lot of people do not follow this strategy, they're focusing on all the three sections the same way, you would be at an advantage already because you would have given your best at that one section. So your chances of getting 99 plus is going to be much higher. Hi guys, sorry for the interruption. So I was not able to upload the full video. It was for 50-60 minutes. So what I've done is I've divided it in different parts. This is part 1 of the video. I'll be uploading part 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. If you like this part 1 of the video, then do like, subscribe and share.